Hey, it's Tati. I've been like rolling over in my head. Gosh. Um, like what exactly I want the topic of this video today to be about. And I realized like the longer I took to come up with a topic, the longer it would take me to come up with a video. So I guess today's video is just gonna be like a rant. Kind of, I just, ugh. I want to express my frustrations about just capitalism and having to work. And I know people who are older than me are probably going to look at me like, bro, you're only 27. Like, you got a ways to go. But I realized that in recent times that hard work really does not guarantee success. And you see it with people who like just rise to the top out of nowhere. And then you also see it with people who have like that story of that guy who worked at Burger King for like my entire life. I think it was 27 years that he worked at Burger King, and Burger King gifted him this gift bag with like little trinkets and nothing of like actual of like importance. Nothing really useful. Might as well have put like color pencils in there. I realized that these jobs really don't give a about you. You know what I mean? Like they really don't care. Um, and so I am choosing not to care as much, right? Because I got bills to pay, just like we all do. I got bills to pay. But recently I was laid off, right? And it was like the worst timing because it was like in December. Everybody's going holiday shopping, right? We just got off Thanksgiving and now rolling into Christmas, and I don't have a job to go back to after that. That sucked. But it also gave me a lot of time to like really just brainstorm and figure out like my next steps, right? Um and I realized I really don't want to work. And when I say I don't want to work, I don't want to do what society says is like work. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to work for a big company that is making way more off me than I am off them. You feel me? Like y'all making millions and I'm making like what? I'm not gonna say my salary, but it's not crazy. So just know that. But hey, I'm living, I'm existing. I have a nice studio apartment, but I thought by 27 I would have a little bit more than what I'm at right now. And compared to my peers, not to, they say comparison is a thief of joy, blah blah blah, but like I've seen worse. You know what I mean? And that's just because our life paths aren't linear, and that's not a knock on anybody who is my age and may not have their own place. They may be living with family. Everybody got a different situation. You know what I mean? But I thought, like, when I was a kid, I thought by 25 I would at least be married. You know what I mean? Married with a career, maybe kids. Um, then I realized like life don't really work like that. Like hard work does not equal a path that you thought you was gonna have. So I'm like at a point where I feel as if I'm not getting any younger. I'm not old, but I'm reaching a serious age. You feel me? Like I'm 27. It's getting real. Time to figure it out, right? But it's like, do you want to figure it out by dedicating your life to a company, or do you want to figure it out by just knowing who you are as a person, right? And by me knowing who I am and having this time to like really just brainstorm and try to figure out like what I'm going to do with my life, I realized like I don't want to do the corporate stuff. Like I'll do it because I have to, or it just sounds good, and it seems good. I would rather like really just make money off of creating. Like that's what I want to do. And so just like a little bit about me, right? Past me, college me, pre-college me. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go all the way back. Yeah, that's when it all started in high school. Like, I don't know if people had this crisis that I went through also. So like when I was 17, I had to figure out what college I wanted to go to. Like I was about to graduate and I had to decide like what I'm gonna do for the next 40 years of my life. What I want to major in, what college I'm gonna go to, what my life path is gonna be after that. At 17, like who knows that information? Like I was worried about football games at 17. You know what I mean? Like who's going to who all gonna be there? Like the basketball games, like prom, rally, like who's dating who type stuff. So to have to choose, like to make a choice that could very well make or kind of like low key make or break me was a lot at 17. And so I was like, okay, I gotta choose something. So I chose psychology. I enjoy psychology. I actually like if everything goes well, I want to make a channel like definitely mental health based. Because that's just something I enjoy. Um, but I realized like in the context I was doing it after college when I graduated. Because I did get my degree by the grace of God. Because I was struggling. My my motivation was bad in college, but luckily I graduated and was fortunate enough to get a job after that. And it wasn't too long after, yeah, I landed that job within, wow, I landed that job 7 months after I got out of college, like my big girl job. And I stayed there and I realized that just like if y'all seen that video with that guy, okay, so a little bit more about me. I slick got ADHD, so I'm gonna jump from like point to point, but it's all I swear it's all gonna come around, right? But if y'all seen that video of that doctor, I think he was like a was he like a spinal brain surgeon something, right? He was an MIT graduate. He put out a video saying that he pretty much quit his job and was going backpacking. And I felt him so hard because the healthcare system is a scam, right? Like, and I realized that at the job I was working, that these folks kept coming in and out. Like, I would see the same faces, all because like they weren't actually getting the help they needed, right? So I realized that the values that that company had and who I was as a person was not aligning, and it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to like companies that make money off of people suffering pretty much. So I have yet to go back and explore psychology. I kind of took a pivot, but having to make that decision at 17, like what I'm going to do, I feel like in a way kind of set me back. Like just imagine had I decided this life-changing, decision at the age I'm at now. Like brain developed, right? She could use, I mean, yeah, she could use a little bit more development. But like, had I been able to make that choice now, I feel like my life path would have been kind of different. Because when you get to my age, you come to this crossroads. And you decide, am I going to go here with it or am I going to go here? Right? Because 27, you three-way, I said 3 days. It feels like it. That's how life be. But you're 3 years away from 30. Like, you got some figuring out to do. And I just realized that I really, really, really want to create. Like I want to DJ. I love music and I've loved music since I was a kid. Like it literally lights me up. But my whole life I wanted to be a DJ. I wanted to be a music producer as well, kind of do both pretty much. Do something with music. And that's not the path I took because I had so many people in my ear, close people too. Like I respect their opinions and, their life experiences, but a lot of their experiences were projected onto me. and it discouraged me from going the non-traditional route. And I know a lot of the people who are in gate AP classes, like y'all can relate to me when I say that you sort of burn out when you're just focused on achieving and achieving and achieving, making other people happy. And you look back years from now and you realize I wasn't really chasing my dreams for real. Like I'm doing what's expected of me rather than doing what I want from me. You know what I mean? Where I really just want to go with this video, just to like sum up everything, is that at some point you got to start chasing your dreams. And I'm talking to myself, but I'm also talking to the people who like feel stuck. You know what I mean? Don't really know where to go from here. Like, really just start chasing after what you want. You know what I mean? Whatever that looks like. Whether you want to live under a bridge or be a CEO of a company or be a DJ and a music producer, like do what you want to do. You know what I mean? And it's time to start chasing your dreams. Like, well, you don't have to, right? Because of free will. Like, who am I to tell you that you have to chase your dreams? Like, if you're completely fine doing what you do, then that's on you. It's your choice, it's your life, right? But if I could give anybody advice, including myself, as much as you show up for that job, as much as you make sure you clock in on time, as much as you make sure you go above and beyond, start doing that for you. Start pouring that energy back into you. Because once again, hard work does not always equate to success. So why not put in the energy that you give to these companies? Because if you like me, they gonna lay you off regardless, right? Regardless if you show up to work every day or not. So you might as well live, right? Put in 100% wherever you want to give that 100% to.